Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh
Tide
my.
ho.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hey,
Excuse me.
honey,
I know.
I'm there too.
I know.
Hey, you guys, this is Oh Lord here. I mean, Tide ho.
And this is oh Lord. That is good point.
Oh, you already mixed it?
No, I didn't mix it. I need to though. That would be good.
I think that I'm gonna
You
do
think
the mix.
Starbucks would taste good with that? You know what? It will. In God's name.
Oh, bitch! I'm not about to go with
I'm
that
sorry.
one.
God forgive me. God forgive me.
You ever went too far with the Lord? You were like, oh no,
No, you should just no. Actually, let's talk about this. You ever do a joke and then you go too far with the joke and you're like, oh.
What?
Sometimes I gotta control what I say.
Oh yeah, Justin Bieber. I have reached that point where I was about to say some mean shit. I was like, Tide ho, you need to stop. I mean, girl. No, it's just like you be in the heat of the moment,
True.
and then you're like, okay, bitch, I can't cross that line. Nah, I know I ain't that mean. Oh, she's cute. She's cute. Who? The drink.
It is?
I know you was talking about homegirl on the shrink girl.
No, I thought you was talking about Sailor Moon. Because Sailor Moon is cute, right over there.
I been saw her.
Yeah. I'm adding things to the collection.
Mm-hmm.
And then okay. So you guys, as if you don't know, I collect Funko Pops, right?
He does.
So I went on to eBay, and also Amazon to see how much some of the Funko Pops are worth.
That you have?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are worth at least $10, and then some of them are worth at most $100 for just one. Like that Okoye one, this one right here.
Yeah.
$76 the most, the least $44. Just her.
Oh wow.
So, I just wanted to check and see. Because I'm selling one Funko Pop, and that's like the Frozen one, because I don't like Frozen. So it's like, I need to sell it, because it's like...
I wonder if they have the Kubo one, because I like Kubo.
I think they do have Kubo. They do have one of those. I feel like they would. It would make no sense not to. It's like, you know what, though? They don't. They probably don't, because they don't have Coraline. And, Coraline is like really, really popular. So, they probably don't.
Isn't it called Funko Pops, or it's just Pops?
You could say Funko. Just say Funko, and they'll get the point.
Oh, bitch, I can't be that damn drunk. I just got started.
You did.
I'm like, okay, so I need to slow it on down.
Oh, that is cute. My dad told me that it was smooth, the Sky Vodka. And I was like, I smelled it.
It is. He got me. No,
I smelled it.
That's not him.
No.
That's not him.
That's a... Wait a minute. Oh, that's bleach. Bye. I thought that was like,
They don't have
I don't think they do. Not yet, at least. Although they should. Because, Coraline is another series that I'm surprised they don't have them. And that's a really popular series.
I guess.
Did you see yours? Your face?
Mm-hmm. I already got the real thing at home, so I ain't got to worry about it. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. We just rambling and researching.
Well, it's connected some kind of way. They collect... what do they collect on this show? Lies. No.
Mm-hmm.
Drama.
Foolery.
They collect drama. There you go. See, we brought it back. A
little bit. We brought it back. Okay,
so what is your spring summer collection gonna have?
Collection of what?
Clothes.
Oh, bitch, please. Not what they wearing on there.
No. Joggers.
Oh, Lord. Sheree was so...
Did you see the She by Sheree commercial?
Yeah, that was an old commercial, though. I thought it was a recent one. I know. If it was a recent one, I was like, oh, you need to really, really stop it.
It was bad.
My sister, when she started watching that, she kept on saying, like, oh, this clothing line, I like the name. You never know it can be legit. I said, no, it's not. I said, first of all, I don't think, for one, they don't really take a lot of, huh?
This tastes really good together.
Yeah, it does. I was like, they don't take a lot of reality stars that seriously.
They don't. And their clothing lines don't really thrive like they would think they would.
Mm-hmm. Like, even Nene, I think Nene doesn't doing well, I would say.
Her clothes is not that cute.
No, I didn't say her clothes was cute.
No. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like, in that she's probably doing better than everybody else, clothing line wise. But it's just her clothes is not that cute. Like, if you notice, most of her clothes is really like muumuus and jeans, regular, just like. Mm-hmm. And somebody was saying one thing that we have to really talk about is people who don't really have style creating clothing lines. Mm-hmm. Like people like Sheree. Does Sheree have a personal style? That's the point. That's the problem. It's like people like Sheree.
Every episode, like, ooh, okay.
The only person that I can think of that I thought would her too. I think Marlo dresses really nice.
I think she dressed tacky.
She dresses really nice. Well, let's say this: when she first got on there, and it was her versus Sheree, that around that time period, she dressed really nice.
She dressed tacky. Okay. I just thought. I think she looked like somebody's grandmother.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
Bitch. Okay. Oh well.
But yeah, she's just. I feel like that's the thing. That's the problem with some people. They want to create clothing lines and they don't have style. Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
But if you really look at it, because a lot of people you'll see on Project Runway, they don't really. Well, let's just say they dress interesting. How about that?
That's a good way to put it. Because some people, they don't, on there even, don't really have style. And then there's some people who dress weird and you're like...
But they can create some bonding.
And you're just like, that's kind of ugly what you're wearing, but I can see it. Like I can see where your vision with it.
I think that's when the point is artistry. So it's like their art or whatever. Yeah. So a lot of people probably wouldn't wear their art. I don't think Vera Wang will wear Vera Wang. Would Vera Wang?
No, she would. She's mentioned that she would. Like certain designers, like they have to want to wear their art because it makes no sense. It depends. Because I feel like with some of the, like, when there's male designers and they create only girl clothing.
Okay, come on.
And they wouldn't be into it.
Now we know that. Duh, bitch.
Okay. Anyways. But anyways, you guys, we're going to get into Chasing Atlanta.
Yes. And we saw you guys that it's been really, we wasn't able to produce it.
On time or whatever. Yeah. We're still on time. We black.
I'm trying to get out of my shit.
I feel like T.S. Madison when she starts Queen Supreme Court. Yeah, mixing them.
When she be bouncing them titties. Oh, you seen Tim Bay on there?
Who?
Tim Bay.
Oh, I did. I haven't seen it all the way, but I've seen some of it, and I feel like it's really good. I'm really proud of T.S. Madison. I just want to say that, like, you turned a negative into even greater step for you. Yeah. And she hasn't really found the perfect co-host. I would say that. But she's found great people to use. And I love how she's like, this is a person, let me bring them up, but also keep the show going. Yeah. Because,
well, when you're saying Supreme, that means multiple people. It's just not the one person. I feel like,
True.
I think she's doing better. I feel like she got rid of the negative, I would say.
And I haven't really heard about the other one. We don't have to say her name. I haven't heard about her since she was like going on and on about T.S. Madison. After she stopped doing that, well, I don't know if she's still doing it. But last I heard, they was talking about how she was doing her show, The Gag Order, in clubs. But not like in clubs officially. She was doing it like in the VIP section. She have her camera phone. And she's recording herself talking while the club is going on in the background. And
she considered that she doing it in the club.
Yeah, she considered that the way to do it. That's the way.
We're giving this bitch too much time. Let's get
all right, so we're finna watch Chasing Atlanta. We are on episode 5. We're on episode 5. And we're going to give you guys, the 2-parter. We're going to do 5 and 6. And then we're going to see where else it goes, So we'll be back, you guys. All right. And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so we did start seeing it. I feel like we did actually see this episode.
But we wasn't able to finish because we had to take a brief pause.
Yeah.
Let's just say the pause lasts long.
Yeah. But, okay, so first of all,
and this was episode 5, you guys.
Yeah, if you didn't know. Mm-hmm. If you didn't know. Even though it's probably going to be in the thing already, so you should know by there, on there. But, okay. Now, I actually like Devon now. Like, I actually feel like I like him a little bit more now. Because it seems like he's really like...
mature.
Yeah, it feels like from first season to this season, he's like, you know what? I'm not going to go out like that. I want to make this business happen. So, I like that he's been catering.
And really been...
and minding his business.
I think at the end of the day... Mm-hmm. For a lot of people, I feel like we had cameras capturing a lot of things that we would do. We were really changed because sometimes we don't realize what we're doing until someone tells us, like, "Hey, this is happening." Like, so if we was really to watch ourselves, I think we will be able to correct so much. And I feel like this is a situation where he saw himself and was like, you know,
he didn't like how he was handling himself in the situation, and also I feel like I can see why he wouldn't have because. Well, no, he wasn't actually wrong in the Jaylon situation. The only thing is, it felt like, excuse me, I'm sorry, you guys. They weren't really getting clarity in the situation. Like, it felt like, where we, you know, like, we're not moving on from it. So, that's what I like, that he's, like, handling it in the way of, how do we move on from this, you know?
Yeah.
Where's my phone charger?
Basically.
There we go. Look at that gloriousness. I know you hate it.
Girl, a shot is needed for that.
It's okay to hate. I know you hate.
On the next episode,
yeah, we're gonna definitely have to. But I feel like after that, I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm really proud of him for like really like. It seems like he's really changing. As a person, like he's really maturing in the season, in the series, and I like that he's also like, you know, he has a babe, but I like that they're like not all huddled up in the conversation, you know, like huddled up 24/7.
Yeah,
it seems like they're trying to keep it private, but I felt kind of like his babe.
He's a Scorpio. Scorpio's a real.
Which one's a Scorpio?
Devon.
How you know he's a Scorpio?
You said he was a Scorpio.
Oh, girl.
And Scorpios are very private. They don't like people to see or know what they got going on. Definitely don't like to look bad in public. They will make sure that you look.
I can see that.
Not saying that I'm so of a fan of Scorpios in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, he's not.
But let's just say
SZA. He loves SZA.
I don't like SZA because my boyfriend likes her.
Oh.
I mean, no, I really like her. I really, really do. I think she evolved in a lot of cases, but you know, my boyfriend just loves her, so that's the difference. So maybe me listening to her kind of reminds me of him by listening to her.
Devon. Okay,
but back to Devon. I feel like at the end of the day, you know, I feel like he handled it very, very appropriately at the end of the day, and
he did. I also feel like I like the change. I like how he was like, listen, I don't care what they got going on. You're my boyfriend. You don't need to be in here acting up.
Yeah, of course. At the end of the day, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's okay to confront people, but not when I'm sitting up here trying to promote my business and you supposed to be my boyfriend and supporting me at the end of the day. But I understand that on the boyfriend side, that how emotion can really take a hold. Because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, in my sense, if my boyfriend, if that was the scenario, baby, it would be handled very similar. I would have really went off, and that's just what it is. And of course, you can apologize for it or whatever case. Man, I understand that things happen, but I don't know. I can see that happened at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If I'm finally when I'm finally faced with the people that I've been hearing about that was coming for me, let alone my man, and then I feel like if you're coming from my man, you're coming for me. all at once, and you having a couple of cocktails.
Yeah.
Hello.
True.
Hello. Knock, knock. Who that bitch mean?
Girl.
So I feel like, that's just what it was at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I understand the point of Devon. Like, this is my business. I'm trying to support it. And it's like, you come here acting a fool. But it's like, at the end of the day, the whole setup was set up like this. For one, you told your man what had happened. Of course, your man gonna confront the person that was trying to come for you and try to say, "Oh, I know you got a man all, but what's up with us and all that whoop de whoop." And the other situation when a person like with Q, like nigga, you literally tried to come for me.
Yeah.
At this Christmas party, and it's like a person. When let me tell you something. When a person has gotten you off guard, or you really didn't pull the pieces together, like bitch, you really was trying to come for me, or you was really shading me, or you was coming to me. When you had that opportunity to get their asses back, at the end of the day, don't tell me you're not gonna take it. You're gonna be like, I got time for you. I don't give a damn. I don't even care if it's a church setting. I must still get your ass.
Yeah.
And so I think that it was just all gaining up on them at once at the end of the day. So I can get where this would have happened.
Yeah.
So I don't feel I look at both ends and I can understand both ends. Where it's a wrong or a right situation. What you think?
I could see both ends as well. Like if we're at this place and it's like, okay, I don't know if I'm ever going to see this guy again. I want to let you know. Listen, don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect mine. Don't disrespect any of these things that I have going on. Like that's so. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gardini told him the Stacey Adams line.
Of course.
Okay, good.
That's his best friend. That's like me not saying.
No. That's not me judging him on that. That's me saying I figured it was because wasn't Gardini there when he said, "I see him in Stacey Adams." Why is it? What is his obsession with saying somebody's wearing Stacey Adams? I want to know that.
Because let me say something. Q is a very insecure boy, and the only way for him to feel better about himself is by putting others around him to make himself feel good. And I just look at that in so many points. It's even with the Q situation where he had a thing for Jaylon, where he was trying to secretly shade him or whatever case may be. It falls into that fact. Like Q is a very insecure person. I know what an insecure person looks like. They always throwing shade or whatever case may be. And you got to get to the point of a person playing with you and a person just throwing shade just to throw shade or whatever case may be. And I feel like that's what he does. Now, me, don't get it twisted. Where I'm from, we real people. So that's how we play around. We real people and all that. And it's nothing too serious. And we only do that to the people that we really like or we really fuck with like that. Or just to make a damn good ass joke. But for us, him, we can see that the message is more deeper. And that's just what he goes on at the end of the day. He has a lot of insecurities, and especially about that shit on his head. God knows what that is, and we still trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm really glad he cut that because honestly, it needed to go.
You see, he cut it before they even filmed the commentary. That was the funny part.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm really glad he cut it because he needed to, because it wasn't a good look.
It really wasn't. And I think he's a nice dark-skinned person. I just don't like.
I remember I told you about that situation where it's like that camera work and that certain lighting. Mm-hmm. I feel like they've been doing pretty good with the lighting so far, like further in the season. So I feel like that's the thing they need to make sure they keep doing that. Like keep making sure you have lighting to where the dark skin like pops. Because if you just have the lighting where it's like, I feel like the lighting at the party was okay, but it's a party, so it's not going to be amazing lighting. It's not going to be like where their skin is just bam, bam, bam. Like it's not going to be like that. Yeah. So it's one of those things. But he has great skin. He's a great looking guy. I can give him that. He's just too messy.
I think
he's just too messy.
Me personally. I think he's okay. I don't think he's all that in a bag of chips. And maybe it's just his attitude or whatever case to me that really turns. Like, I don't give a damn how good you look. Sometimes your attitude can be so fucked up that you start to come attractive to people. Like, people like, you're just not it's just, ugh. it's good to see a nice, good looking person with a great personality versus that stuck up personality. I'm all that in a bag of chips. That's what he is. And so, depressing.
Yeah, it is. Um. Okay, so Q, we got him out the way. Um. How did you feel about? Let me see. Let me scroll through the episode a little bit and let's see. How did you feel about Montreal during the whole thing, like where he pulled everybody aside and be like, y'all don't need to be worried about extra stuff. Y'all need to be worried about me and my party. And it's like,
He's
go ahead.
so. My point is, at the end of the day, why he's talking all this stuff, wasn't he the one outside talking about mess when he was supposed to be there for charity, trying to help somebody else, but he was
At his first thing?
At his first thing. So
at his charity thing?
Exactly. So and then really the funny thing that's about it is that you sitting up here was able to talk about mess when you was trying to do something for somebody, but when it came to something that was about you, you're making such a big deal about it. I think a person would be more crazy over some charity.
Can we talk about the fact that also his last event, he was the one fighting?
Of course, at his own event.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And that's funny too. So let's not, come on now. When you bring in a group of people that really don't like each other into your event, what you think that's going to happen? You already know how this. First of all, let me tell you something. And I really don't want to even get to the stereotype because I like with the gays. But at the end of the day, you already know how the girls are. At the end of the day, and how shady these girls are, and basically how you're gonna sit up here and maybe his wording is wrong because you don't tell me. I don't care which I can talk about whatever I want to talk whenever I want to talk about it. It don't matter who event it is. So how dare you to say that everything to be centered around you? Yes, we're here to support you, but at the same time, I'm still able to communicate with people and talk to people that I may have not saw in person. So back to my statement. Don't tell me that I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all need to be, no one can't. Girl, look. If you saying that this is about your art, let me see your art. Let me congratulate you. Hey, I clap and I woohoo. That's me showing appreciation. At the end of the day, I'm going to see you at the end of the party, but at the same time, let me mingle at the end of the day. And what is up with this word with celebrity? People need to stop saying celebrity. Just because you was on TV don't make you a celebrity. I'm really tired of the people with the C word.
He was like saying Senna. And I'm like,
I don't even know who Senna is now. Maybe she's from Love and Hip Hop, New York. He said
she is. She's from Love and Hip Hop.
New York?
She probably is from Love and Hip Hop.
Because I don't know.
Because I watch Atlanta.
And I haven't watched it a minute, but I don't think she was on the new season. I had watched last season. Of Atlanta. I skimmed through it and I ain't see her on there. And Hollywood, the same thing. So I don't know where.
And Miami. She wasn't on Miami either.
Hold on. Senna, isn't that probably was Hollywood? Remember the one that had a fight with Soldier Boy ex-girlfriend? Name it. Remember when they was fighting? I think her name was Senna. No.
Listen.
No. Listen. That's what you call them. Senna. That's who that is. That is New York. That was the person that the girl who was dating Erica Mena. Her name was Senna.
No, that's Sin Santana. And she wasn't on there. She's Latino. She's dating Joe Budden. Her name's Sin. She's not Senna.
You know what? If y'all can leave something in the comments so y'all can help us out so we can know who the hell we talking about. Because we're trying to find out who this girl is.
Oh, girl. All of the stuff that I wrote is gone? Oh, girl. I was going to say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Senna is.
I don't know who she is.
Only Senna I know is this girl that's not been on TV, and she's cool. That's
she is. I actually talked to her, so she's very, very awesome. But I'm tired of people throwing around that C word at the end of the day. So obviously, I like the point that he gave it up for the people that was contributing to his brand, and I'm tired of people using the brand. We gotta stop that brand stuff. And the boss, please stop with the boss, all the B's shit, boss and brand. At the end of the day, I'm really, really, really tired of that. I like the person. Let's use the C word, collection. I like that because collection. That sound like a collection. One of my great collections.
Well, that's what they use. It's just. I
Brand
agree
is
with
too
you.
much. Brand is
No. Yeah,
reaching.
you're right. Well, I think the thing is, collection fits just a certain amount of things. Like collection fits. Oh, I'm coming out with a new collection. That's clothing. That's usually just used for clothing. Now, if we're doing like music, like I don't.
He ain't doing music. He doing clothes.
Is he?
And fake charity.
Is he doing clothes? You know what? Take that back. He actually does have. Okay, so
collections.
Let's talk about the style this season. How do you feel about it this episode?
Collections.
How do you feel about the style this episode?
I feel like a lot of people has approved. I think Sky still wears mostly the same thing. I think Akeem always tries to play this young actor, which we know he's old.
Akeem.
He's old.
It feels like Akeem
old and
doesn't know.
I don't think he's old, but I think he's old for his age to be wearing that.
Doesn't know what venue he's at. Like he came.
And you see how Q was shading him, talking about the match. Like when the person started talking about you, I feel like, why are you wearing it?
He wasn't talking about it, and as in shaded. He was shading him and Cameron.
Yeah,
because it was like, is this one a? He was doing that, and it's like,
you gotta know when a person is shading you, whatever case may be. And that was a shade. I would say, oh, girl, that was a nice try. That was a nice try. What you saying, girl? Look, yeah. I've been here. I don't know you like that to be trying to come for me.
And then the thing is, it's like, it's obvious.
Yes,
it was very obvious that he was trying you on your time. Hey, you just sitting there like, yeah, that's no, this is such and such. I don't know what brand he said. I honestly tuned out because I was like, this isn't really the venue for this outfit. But
they keep on saying brand. I'm saying that B word is getting on my nerves.
I know.
Are we ready to stop it?
There wasn't a lot of J-Long in this season. What's in this episode? Was there?
Well, J-Long wasn't on this episode really because he was. I don't think he was invited because that's was after they had that fight.
Montel. Yeah. You're right.
So that's just what that
J-Long wasn't invited, definitely. I could see that. I'm going to say that I'm also very tired of everybody going, because I did interior decorating too, if you didn't know that. It's like, okay.
I'm quite sure a lot of people decorate their houses, apartments.
Personal taste doesn't mean... Sometimes,
their Facebook account. I'm quite sure you do a lot of things.
Some people have to realize... just because you put a houseplant in a corner and it looks nice with everything else that you put it with doesn't mean you're an interior decorator. It just means you like what you like.
Now, if you made money off it, no, maybe
some of them aren't really all that great either.
But some of the people don't even be making money like that. They just be sitting, like you said, put a plant in the corner.
I'm talking about people who are professional, who like this is their job. Not a lot of them have style. Honestly.
Well, I understand that, but if they're making money for it, then that's when I can say you're an interior decorator.
Until
but other than that, so I see some money bags coming.
I was like, it feels like if you're saying that you are also an interior decorator, why are you sitting here why are you sitting here like, why are you sitting here like, I don't, what do I do? What do you like you trying to figure out what color to paint the wall? If you're the interior decorator, you should have a vision of what you want to do. Although, you know what? Take that back. Because sometimes whenever I do stuff for myself...
you're an interior decorator too?
I sure am. And I do hair
on the side. That's one of the delusional bitches. He riding the boat with them, girls.
And I do. I have a clothing line. I have a brand. Not a clothing line.
Bitch, a collection. Like I said, I'm tired of these hoes. Y'all hoes have collections of a collection. Since you want to go that far, because I'm just sick of this damn brand.
It's
some brand. Bitch, you gotta be staple in one department.
Y'all want to know who's a brand? Beyonce. You want to know who's a brand? Rihanna. Brands. These are brands, you guys.
Y'all want to know who master whatever you started off with first. What made you great in the first place, and then branch off to other things and do master in that, and then we become a brand. You know how a singer do some singing and they master that, and then they go to acting, and then they master, and then they go on over the.
But yeah, what were you saying? I'm sorry. Well, yeah, the style really changed. What's his name? Style is still very questionable.
Ooh.
I think he's the only one that I don't really like stylistically. I feel like what's his name? Style is okay. I don't think he has really great, amazing style either.
Eric?
Q. I don't think Q's style is like really just like
It's boring.
It's
modern. It's like he's trying to. It's like
he wants to be that professional gay. You know,
no,
like
it's under the radar. Person trying to cross over between straight but bi-curious.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to define
that he tried to portray. Even when he it's out acting. It feels like he acting to me like this kind of attitude or act he trying to put on or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
It's so.
Yeah.
Like he prepped himself way before, but don't get this horse. The bitch comes out the bag.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, I feel like the style. What's his name? Style still is not good. I feel like he still tries too hard. And
Cameron?
No, Cameron's style is okay. He's never done anything that was like really bad. I feel like what's his name? Style I don't like. What's his name? Akeem. I feel like he doesn't have a good personal style. That's where we were at. We were talking about. Sorry, you guys. We had to figure it out because
We're already talking about Hakeem.
No. That's not the part. We were talking about everybody's an interior decorator. Everybody's trying to be a brand. Everybody's trying to be this and that and put their hands in all the pots and stuff like that. And it's like, girl, you're not there yet. So, yeah, that was the episode. I don't know how I feel about Gardini. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm so glad that everybody's kind of collecting Q a little bit. Mm-hmm. I hope they continue that on. They need to just really do better with some of these people. I feel like some of the characters, they make sense for the TV, but they sometimes do too much. You know, like Q, like he's ready to shade somebody. He's ready to talk mess about somebody. And it's like, Q, you gotta calm down. Like,
because
you don't even know this person.
He's an insecure person.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just like him bringing up the Gardini situation. And it's like, but when did Gardini say something negative about you?
Was he that girl? He liked to keep mess going.
True. All right, you guys. We're going to go ahead and get into the next episode. And we'll be back. Episode 6. All right, you guys. Hey guys.
Hey.
We're back.
We are back.
And we're super relaxed.
Hey, we got some tea. We are laid back.
We are. We actually literally are.
We're under the blankets right now. You know.
Blankets provided to you by
She.
She is comfortable.
That was. We'll have to get into that later. But let's get into it, you guys.
She is.
Girl.
Trauma.
Girl. Oh, bitch. Always knocking. Oh, I drank that drink. I was about to say, we don't waste alcohol. It's against our religion.
Lord. But anyways, yeah, we're ready. This is episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into it. So, you want to start or should I start?
I'll let you start because you always let me start, so go and start.
I guess whatever. So
did you figure out what was the issue between Montel and all that? Because I think I broke it down to you a little bit.
Yeah, you did. I got you.
So let's
clear it up. Let me say it so I can
all
see
right.
if I got it. Okay, so basically, something was said. Gardini felt like Jaylon threw Gardini under the bus,
which was
right?
factual. Yes.
Yeah, that did happen. And so they told Montel.
Mm-hmm.
Montel was like, "Yeah, I agree. He did.
Montel was there when the situation had happened.
Oh, okay.
Point blank. Period. It was Montel, Q, and Jaylon that was out there.
And that was the situation when
the charity
Devon came out.
Yes,
and they gotcha. So Gardini felt like they were being thrown under the bus. They talked with Montel. Montel was like, "Yeah, I agree. You were being thrown under the bus." So Gardini got into a conversation with Jaylon and told Jaylon this.
Yes.
And that's where that happened. That's what that was. Mm-hmm. That Jaylon basically was like, okay,
it was some kind of, because I believe that's the way it happened, but somehow Devon was involved in it, where he had came back and told Jaylon about the situation, about the snake and the fake and all that case may be, and then she called Montel, and then she hung up on Montel.
I could see that happening, where the snake and the fake thing, because Gardini is best friends with Devon's boyfriend.
Yes.
So I could see where he could probably hear this
obviously Devon was involved with it. So that was the only person that wasn't. It was brought up, but no one.
Devon's like involved in the way where it's like
he's the one that told Jaylon. So that had nothing to do with him at the end of the day. So that was the only person that got away with it without being saying, okay, well, why would you go back and say something that your boyfriend told you out of confidence to tell somebody at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, your boyfriend and this boy is best friends. True. So obviously, which is Scorpio, that's why I have an issue with. When Scorpios have a vindictive against you, or they feel like you made them feel a certain way, they will seek out the best way to get revenge on you. So this was probably a situation where he was getting revenge on Gardini, where he was like, okay, let me tell you what Gardini said about you, Jaylon. And then that caused a rift between Montel.
Yeah,
and
because
there you go.
If he told him,
so it was two people crashing on it.
If he told Jaylon what Gardini said, Jaylon probably went to Gardini and was like, well, I don't like how you said this about me. And Gardini was like, well, Montel agreed with me. So yeah, that's
it's all of a cash effect. So that was the mastermind behind everything.
It's coming together.
You know, so you got to know how to play with these girls, because like me, I always do when I'll be trying to find out where everything went to, who said what, because there's always someone pulling the strings behind it. Let me tell you something. You got to watch how these mastermind people do things. Let's even like with the situation with Q, he's doing the same situation at the end of the day. Because let me tell you something.
Q is always in somebody's business.
He really is, and me.
And have no business being
like,
I
hate when
business.
they keep on throwing a friendship away. Let me tell you something. They're co-workers.
Yeah. I love how Montel was like, I don't even know any of y'all. I'm just meeting most of y'all today. So any kind of drama, I don't understand why we have drama if I don't really know you. So
yeah, I
respect that. I respect you saying that. Really because, usually they be lying and being like, we was best friends. And you're just like,
but they all keep on calling each other friends or whatever. But let's get to the point. Even though Montel said that situation, when Homegirl was saying, well, we were friends too. Because at the end of the day, him and Gardini and Montel was very close. Yeah. Before the other girls, because there was the new girls on the block or whatever case may be. So Jaylon correct. I'll be like, honey, I'm still getting to know you. I don't know why people keep on throwing this friendship word around here. Because me and my coworker talking about that today. The one that I told you that people said that me and her was friends. I said, I know her. I said, me and her is cool. But we're not friends. Yeah, and we was on the same page where she was like, we're cool. And she said, I don't know why people around here keep on saying everybody friends. We are not friends. And I was like, thank you.
Like them people who are like, I'm a brand. You're not a brand yet. Like, you have to get to the level of being a brand.
Exactly.
You're growing.
Clearly, now, you on the same show, so we're in the same case, maybe.
If you were to say, I'm growing a brand. I'm trying to make a brand. I'm building onto a brand. Yeah, go off.
If you say you're a brand and me and you on the same show, I'm trying to see that we're in the same boat at the end of the day. Now, don't get it twisted. Now, we can go to the point of saying Nene. Nene's on a very big popular show, which is The Real Housewives. And that's the top housewife show anyway, and plus she's making a lot of money off that as well.
And so that's making money off of
you're on this, huh?
and other things that she has, other endeavors.
Yeah.
It's just like Nicki Minaj would count as a brand because she has Mixed Moscato.
Mm-hmm.
She had her clothing line, that's gone, but she had one at least. It was actually doing really well, but it was Kmart, so it's like it's gone because Kmart's.
Went out of business.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, and it brings to Carly
Yes,
B.
really?
When she came, girl, I just hit the my little shot glass next to it. Girl, bye.
Don't break it, because I don't have another shot glass for you.
I know, I need my little shot glass. But like I said, it brings into that fact that you got to always why choose hard, because it's always one person that goes unseen that has started everything, and no one really pulls back to say, okay, well, why would you say something anyway? At the end of the day, because it's even to the point with when they got into at the party situation where Jaylon, you open your mouth. So when a person at the end of the day responds to it and reacts after you told them something, don't get mad.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
and I think that's the point when the boyfriend was looking at them like, you told me this. So it's like, why are you trying to tell me not to confront somebody at the end of the day? Because let me say something. I know the man I'm with or whatever, and I know how he would. I wouldn't invite him somewhere where I know he's about to be coming in contact with these people who has said some shit.
Oh, you're talking about him and Q, the Q situation?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and break that down, because let me tell you something. That situation, I understand, like, there's two sides to it. Like, I understand him getting mad and him talking about it. And I understand him, like, reacting. But I can understand why Devon was like, listen, you're supposed to calm down. Like, we're together. Don't do all this extra.
Let me tell something. It is a baby. When it comes to the person that you dating, that you in love with, everything goes out the window.
True, but the thing is, he was really more so talking about the Stacey Adams comment.
I had cost the person I was dating one time a job just because I was thinking about this one particular person that I knew he would have probably got into it with. Now, if he would have got into it with him, I was like, I'm gonna lose my job, and my supervisor didn't hire him because of that.
Yeah.
So by that being said, I know how it can be. Especially if you in love with somebody, it turns like you don't know how you're gonna react, and that's why I told the guy I'm with now. I said I will suggest in a lot of situations, if I see a person will probably be shady towards him or do some shit, I will say, okay, I don't want you around these people, because if they say something, I will perform.
And that's not what you want.
It ain't gonna be nothing. It's just gonna be instant. I'm gonna say, no, bitch, what the fuck you saying? It's gonna turn ugly very quickly. And I'm just gonna let him know, you need to step back, because this is my scene. And that's just all it is at the end of the day. So that's when a person will love you, because the person ain't gonna react. They're gonna just be like, little bitch, no, that's just not how it's gonna go. So again, Devon, you cannot tell people certain things, and when they respond to it, you can't sit around and say, well, you can't act like this. Well, don't tell me nothing then.
Yeah.
If the Akeem situation wasn't nothing to you, you should never have said something. Now, with the Gardini situation, about the Stacey Adams shoes, Gardini had a lot to do with it. Of course, Devon, the one that confirmed it.
Yeah,
so
and you could tell.
Everything was a miss, so he couldn't really even go in at the end of the day. That's why he looking confused, like, what are you telling me to calm down at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, if this person is shading me and in my business, why are you in this bitch face?
And then why did you tell me?
Exactly.
Okay.
So
okay, you know what?
Everything just started to come.
You're right. But I feel like I also agree with him in that, like, sometimes you got to check people. Like, I don't care what they said. You got to check people sometimes. Because some people will try you, and then they'll be like, oh, they don't care what I say, so let me try them again. And it's like they'll continue. So sometimes you got to check people.
All the time. And I think that's just what it was at the end of the day. And it was what it was.
Yeah.
Now, Martell with these glasses, I'm still on.
I think he needs to let that go.
He really do. I think it's cheap and I think it's tacky. Don't get it twisted. I'd like a good set of shades, Before as all that aesthetic on it,
I feel like
that is so out of state. That was probably a thing in the 90s.
I feel like he got to stop doing it so much, because when it becomes, I know some people have this thing where they want to be a brand, and sometimes when they want to be a brand, they make sure to do something that's a signature. And yes, signature pieces are important. You're supposed to have the thing that people will look at and be like, "Oh, this is this person."
We already went to a point where people say less is perfect.
Yeah, we beyond that. Also, can we talk about this clothing line?
We said beyond that.
Can we talk about this clothing line? Can we talk about this clothing line?
I thought it was nice. I really ain't because the song that he had playing when the models was coming out of it, because that was my song, and it really is. And I forget about everything when that song comes on. But I seen it now, and I think it's really, really cute.
It's okay.
Items.
Let's be honest, it's okay.
It really is.
It's nothing. It's better
than them damn glasses.
Let's go with that. I can handle that.
But he can get down. He can really dance. He's a really get down. Let's just say he a good show queen, a little dance queen.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
And you not taking a shade?
Oh, bitch, as long as it ain't towards me, what's going on?
What was the purpose of that whole moment?
I guess to be gay and proud.
What was the purpose of that whole moment?
We're only seeing glimpses of the show. We're not seeing the full show, so we don't know what could have probably led up to that moment.
I guess.
Can we throw that in there?
I just feel like it had no point. Like, it had no purpose to, like, the dancing part. If this is like a fashion show, you don't need all that. Mm-hmm. Like, just show your clothes. And I do agree with him. I do agree with him where it felt kind of like, okay, I get the jackets. Like, I get the furs are your thing. But it doesn't feel like a cohesive fashion show. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're going to go with, like, warm tones, keep your warm tones in one area and then your, like, cold tones in one area. Like, if you're doing cold tones, which is, like, blues, whites, stuff like that. Like, not whites. Cold tones is, like, blues. Like, blue and that area. Like, blues, grays in that area, Mm-hmm. And warm tones are more, like, the sunny kind of, like, yellows, browns, greens, like those kind of like warm colors, the nature kind of colors. Mm-hmm. If you're going to go for if you're going to have warm tones, it should feel like a progression to that level. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't feel like blue, then a green outfit, then a red outfit, then a blue, like it should feel like.
But he's supposed to be so professional though. I think if you're going to put on a show, you need to at least prepare yourself. Maybe he was just trying to rush it because he knew he had a show going on, and he just wanted to produce something.
And went to show y'all that he could do something,
Whatever, because them glasses is not hitting it.
They aren't. Also, that show. But on to the next thing about this show, because it was just, I don't hate, like, listen, don't get me wrong, I don't hate his designs. I just don't feel like it was a really good show. I don't feel like it was really well put together. Like, I feel like it was all over the place. It felt like kind of like all over the place. It just felt all over the place. Like, I was like, okay, so what does this have to do with, I don't know. I don't know. I get, basically, I feel like I just felt like it was all over the place.
It just all sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the point of the confrontation. That's the point of, do you feel like J-Lon and Montel has mended their situation, especially when Q was involved? Because I'm still, again, trying to find out why Q was involved. Everybody was on the point of, hating Q. And I think what Q did, in a way, of making other people problems more bigger than what issues that they had with him.
Yeah.
Just highlighting that or whatever. I'm like, how you was in a bunch of shit, but you trying to sit up here and resolve shit. Wouldn't be your point to resolve shit that was going on with you before you be trying to fix any relationship with anybody else? And clearly I don't think you was. I think it's the point. He's kind of like a talk show person where...
And like you said, it felt like he was doing an interview. Mm-hmm. Where he was just like...
Let me say something. It's like, if anybody, you guys, I'm sorry if you hear me, If you ever seen any reality shows that had a reunion and they have the host, now don't get it twisted. A host is going to give their point, but they're still going to try to keep shit going,
and they're going to keep it to what you are dealing with.
Exactly.
They're not going to. They're not going to.
It's not really a point of resolving things or trying to get to our understanding. It's just trying to just keep things going and on the move or whatever case, man. Try to get a little answer a little bit, but they know they're not really going to get one at the end of the day. So I feel like that's just what he was doing.
Oh yeah,
because in any of these reality shows, do you really see anybody getting a compromise or really getting to understand each other? Or no, they really don't.
They never do.
And then I feel like
they
listen a little bit. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens, but it's a very rare. It's like a 1 out of a million. So let's just take that, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like that was just not genuine what he was doing, because if he felt like if he was friends with any of these people, which I doubt that he is, if any of them was friends, if any of these people was friends and it was getting into it like this, like I would have an issue. I would really be hurt by the situation. I would really want them to figure out how to work this thing out.
Yeah.
And I feel like none of them are friends. And definitely for Q, he has no loyalty besides that regular ass radio station and whatever he had in his head at that time. Me personally, I think that's just what it is. I think he's a very shady person. Point blank period. And he didn't try to help them boys at the end of the day. And then you sit up around trying to resolve something between Jaylon and Martell about, and then the situation about bring up Gardini, and you're up in there against Gardini, and then you have a whole dinner where Gardini after the situation.
Oh yeah,
and invite
let's talk about that.
About the situation.
Yeah, and then you would just like surprise, sneak attack them. And the thing is, they don't like each other at this very moment. Like, and not that they don't like each other, they just aren't cool right now.
My point,
let
if
them,
you're friends with
let
me,
them resolve
your
themselves.
loyalty have to stand what you feel like loyalty is. If I'm friends with two people, and I know these two people don't like each other, and I've been in a situation like that. So my point is, at the end of the day, I wouldn't say they didn't like each other. It's just they didn't really fool with each other at the point of how I fooled with them. So by that being said, I didn't win nowhere with that. I didn't win nowhere with that. They knew that I was friends with both of them. We don't like, you're not gonna talk about her, and her, you're not gonna talk about her. So at the end of the day, that's just all it was. At the end of the day. Point blank period. I never discussed anything she had going on. Even I don't give a damn if she was going to the damn zoo. That ain't none of her business. That's just what it is. So again, if you're friends with somebody, after that you have to state your loyalty. My point is, I'm always number one of what's right. That's one thing. I'm going to always be honest. But at the same time, I'm going to always be on the point of loyalty at the end of the day. Because it's like, if I'm friends with this person, I'm going to keep it over there. Yeah. My issue is not to resolve between everybody in the world. Yeah. At the end of the day.
And that's why I feel like they're friends. Let them resolve it their way with each other. Don't force a resolution.
But I feel like at the end of the day, he was more friends with Jaylon than he was with Gardini or Martell.
I don't even think he's really friends with Jaylon.
He's not even friends with Jaylon. But that goes to show you, like, who are you loyal to? To?
And it's like weird how they're pushing this narrative that Gardini's the only one who does that. And
Gardini's just good at throwing good ass shade. But let me tell you something. Let's just say, this is the difference between Gardini and Q. Gardini can get you together as a point of telling facts about you. It's just when the point is, when someone confronts his ass or whatever case may be, he kind of like hide his hand or whatever case may be. He don't know how to handle a confrontation very well.
That's true.
What he does is, I would say in a tiny bit, he tells the truth, but he's a very shady bitch at the end of the day. And when a person confronts him, he acts like he don't know what the fuck had happened.
Or that what he did.
Or what he did at the end of the day. That just is what it is at the end of the day. So that's the difference between him and Gardini. So it's a very different mixture of messy people.
Yeah. I feel like at least Gardini will admit, hey, I said it.
Yeah. Well, what he did say what he said. He did.
Okay, you know what? He'll at least admit that he said something but tell you why he felt like it was okay for him to say it.
Well, that's the point. That's the point of being honest.
Yeah, that's something like I can respect him more so than Q, because it feels like with
Q just say shady shit,
and then
like,
he
even
pretends
when they
like
confronted him,
and then he's like, "Oh, I didn't say that."
Exactly. Or like that's what I'm saying. He's shady, and when a person confronts him by being shady, the situation at J Long's business thing, when he was like, the way you said it, and even his boyfriend looks like the most calm person ever. So for him to say, "Hey, I thought you said it with a little sass, or you was being shady," like, that's just how I felt. And I mean, I don't look as J Law's boyfriend as being a very insecure person, but I think at the point of the person, like, look, I know whatever you said, I felt like you were trying to be shady.
Yeah.
So and that's the point, when he does things and he says shady shit, and when you confront him, he acts all, huh?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't be sitting like when he got it after the dinner, when he was like, you can't be sitting here acting like I'm just the messiest one here. I don't be messy. I don't be doing this. I don't be doing that. And
he
it's like,
shit.
He do, and he be getting involved in things, but.
And that's the point that I be trying to give with people. Some people, like I said, when you shading a person, don't pick up that point.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, like, some people don't. Some people really don't. But
what's his name wasn't picking up that he was shading them. But when you're
dealing with girls, and I'm talking about us girls, if you know
what's his name wasn't picking it up that he was being shaded at all. Akeem with that mesh, when he was like, he seems to like to shade Akeem. He likes to shade Akeem.
I don't like people like that. Like me, I don't
say something. Don't get it twisted. You can't shade the
say some shit. I think, first of all, I think we all critique everybody. Can I get a question?
Wait.
What?
I was gonna say something. I was gonna say you can't.
Go on.
I was gonna say you can't shade the defenseless.
Akeem just trying to grab his youth. He really, really is. He's trying to grab that youth. And when he was wearing those them shades, I guess, that he bought from out town, finally he had donated some kind of money to this boy. What was it? The little
yeah.
Well, I'm trying
the
Star Wars with the little script.
I know what you're talking about. Star Trek, actually.
There you
go.
Trek. Bitch, I said Star Wars.
Yes, you did.
It was a Star.
Wrong.
It was a star in it, bitch.
What nerd card do you have?
It was a star in it. I was right.
Okay.
But when you got situations like that going on, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I think, let me tell you something. There's fun shade. Don't get it. I think we all have a little gathering that, you guys. Don't get it twisted. Not making it. It's not always right on. But there's fun shade. But it's a point that a bitch is really shady. Sometimes, and I don't remember when we shade each other all the time, ever genuine, nice to someone, or really want to help someone. That you really feel like he has someone back. And I think that's just the sad point about it. Like, when he really has someone back. And just really a genuine person. Now, don't get this. We all throw shade sometimes. Bitch, you do that to your co-workers, your boss. They ain't even caught it yet. I've been looking at them like, you so stupid, bitch. I just got you together. You dumb motherfucker.
Sometimes you do shade people.
You gotta shade your boss, but you gotta draw that secret shade because you don't want to get fired. True. And then you can back it up like, I don't know what you're talking about. Then that's when you play the cue moment. What you talking about? What? No, ma'am.
I love working here. I love working here. What are you talking about?
Goodness. Shh. That's when you play the cue moment. But bitch, not in real life. I mean, outside of work, when it ain't dealing with your coin. I mean, if you said something, just be honest about it. Yeah. And know what you say. My question is, like I said, the rules I grew up in, I never had an issue where a person said I said something, because if they did, they'd get their asses handed to them. I don't know who to talk to. Yeah. Now, don't get it twisted. Everybody talks shit about people. That's that's a case in point.
That's
But my
accurate.
main objective is I don't want something that I said in privacy to get back to somebody. So by that being said, is if it did got back to you, oh, I'm not gonna deny it, bitch. I'm gonna say it. And I might say it better than I said it the first time. I might add a little spin on it, little remix.
Just be like, listen,
Little remix.
I said it. Okay.
But I am gonna have an issue of whoever told you, because that's the issue for me. Because it should never even got back to you. I don't give a fuck if the person I told and they went and told somebody like, well, I told them that. I'm gonna say, bitch, I didn't told you to tell nobody. So your responsibility was to make sure it never got back.
You know
so
what that reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of Love and Hip Hop New York, the reunion where Yandy and Mendici was talking. Yandy was talking about her and Mendici. I think they had said something about Raw Ali. Mendici had said something about Raw Ali. And so Yandy had told the girl, because basically told this girl that they were friends with, that, you know, like Mendici said this. And so she was like, okay. And then she told the girl. She told the girl, I forgot the girl's name, by the way. I know Ra Ali, but I don't remember the other girl's name who relayed the message. I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. It's not important really. She was just this girl that they were friends with. They relayed the message back to Ra Ali, the girl.
That Mendici said something about her.
Yep, that Mendici said something about Ra Ali. That they used to have a friends with benefits situation kind of going on. And they used to sleep together and stuff like that. So,
well, why Yandy would tell somebody that?
They were telling her, but they were joking. They were like talking about it. They just was talking about it together. They was together. The girl was in that room with them, and they talked about it. That's it. That's really what it was. And so, Yandy basically was like afterwards, she was like, you know what? I thought we were friends. That's really the real problem in this situation is I thought we were friends. And see, when you're friends with somebody, you tell them things in secrecy that you're not trying to get to nobody else. So that was my fault in telling you something that you didn't need to know. That I thought we were cool like that.
I'm talking about Ra Ali.
No, the girl.
The girl. Because I thought her and Ra Ali was supposed to be cool too.
They were until that, I think. I think that was kind of like what that ruined their little...
or whatever. So she's saying that me and you was closer than this bitch. And for you to go tell that bitch.
Yeah.
But they ain't even question because, like, you fuck with that bitch. Wait, hold on. Because if you're really friends with, you know if the bitch fuck with the bitch.
I don't think they were friends in that season. I don't think they were friends in that season that I watched.
But at least she was honest about it. It's not supposed to get to you, bitch.
Yeah. I
feel bad about that. It got, because at the end of the day, it's like, I feel played. Because if I wanted you to know, I would have told you.
Yeah.
Bitch, I really
see, you know. And see, that's the thing. People don't realize. Sometimes you just be talking stuff.
Because you just I would never want to disclose anything you've been about. Because that's something between me and you.
Yeah.
And, so
what you tell
when
me
you feel that, you feel betrayed, but it's like at the moment you got to deal with it. You got to put your grown past, say, look, it was not supposed to. Bitch, I'm not taking it back. I said it.
Yeah.
Oh, I said.
And I loved how she said she didn't apologize for what she said. She apologized for it getting back.
Yeah, that's the point. You don't apologize for what you said because whatever you said it because you felt it
and you meant it. Yeah, it's just like Roseanne saying that a President Obama's
was that even responsible? The bitch tweeted it. So,
but she tried to apologize and was like, "I'm sorry for what I said. I did not mean." Girl, you meant what you said. That's the problem. You meant it.
I hate when they do that. At least be a racist bitch.
Be honest.
And then maybe a person can say, you know what? Bitch, you honest. You're a racist bitch. But you're honest. But now, you're telling me you're a racist bitch and you're not honest.
Guess what? I don't have to watch the show either way it goes.
I wasn't watching it anyway. So
I wasn't either.
But
I wasn't even really that connected to Roseanne.
People that are racist, at least cannot admit that they're racist. They're always trying to pretend.
And
maybe that's just the glorified
here's
point
the funny part about it. Roseanne said that she wanted to create this show to show that conservative people aren't all racist.
I'm trying to find out where in the world she was supposed to be conservative.
She is.
On the show?
Yeah. That's what the new season is. She's a conservative. said it feels more accurate to be a Trump lover in this new season than to be a Democrat in this new season.
You know what? I think it brings to the point where when they was talking about on the View, where homegirl was like, it's so sad that people think that all Republicans are racist, even though it's
like most of them.
It's the proof in the anybody that had voted for Trump, they support racism. You may not be racist, but you have supported it.
Yeah.
Because that's just what it is at the end of the day. That's what this person is. It's the same thing as anything with this me, because I really don't want to bring this up, but I think I really, because just something that recently came up about this guy that said that Michael Jackson really molested him. And he was like, I had to be quiet to say what I was, and I really feel like he has. I really personally feel
weird because a lot of the other ones have mentioned that they did it for money, so it's like this weird area of being like.
I think he did. I really did.
No, I'm talking about the other ones. I'm not talking about that.
I know that about the other ones, but I think he did. I really do think he did. And I'm not saying that that's taking away his geniuses, that he was a very good performer, but I believe this man had done something. I just always had a real vibe from him, especially when this accusation came out. I was like, okay, I like to always go off what other people say. Let me, but I felt like he did. I feel like he did something to them kids. I'm sorry. I do. I understand that people like to be around kids. Don't get it twisted.
They okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care to be around kids.
And that's not to say that I hate kids. I don't hate kids.
Yeah.
Like some people, it's this weird. It's this weird thing. It's this weird thing that people do now where they're like, I hate children, and it's like really weird and creepy. It's a little off.
Yeah, and really unsettling. Like, okay, Bishop, we gotta watch you in the school zones. We quite sure you. Are
you gonna start hitting children? Like, what are we doing?
So,
but yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like he did.
I can see that.
I really, really do. Because I think at the end of the day, like, I understand that they got these cover-ups. I understand that stores can be misconstrued, but for some reason, you gotta understand that there's something there. At the end of the day, you gotta admit it, because no one's gonna constantly keep on saying. Even with the situation with R. Kelly, when he was mostly acquitted for a lot of things, a lot of people like, well, he wasn't charged guilty. The same thing for Michael Jackson. Like, now a bunch of people gonna keep on saying something about you that it is not true.
Yeah.
The same situation with when he's one. A lot of people was like, "Shit, girl, you was on that crack. We know you was on that crack."
True.
That's that good crack.
And that's the thing. It's like, and like people love to blame Bobby Brown for getting her into it. I don't think he got her into it.
I would say he was more of a help.
He wasn't helping. He wasn't helping her get out of it, but he wasn't the cause of it. Like people like to blame him, and it's really disappointing because it's like that was her choice to start doing that. Like it's.
Like I said, we not understand that he did abuse. He did abuse her.
Bobby Brown?
Mentally, he abused her.
Bobby Brown? Bobby Brown?
Bishop, yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't know. Probably.
Did you even watch the interview with her and Oprah? Well, watch it.
I guess.
Child, we went all over to the
We sure did, and we were supposed to be talking about this. Anyways,
it all, trust me, it all.
Gardini is shady. Q is a different form of shade. He's not I feel like Gardini's the kind of shade where he's still cool. You can still hang out with him, and you be okay with telling him your business.
Yeah, I don't think Gardini will spread your business if he really fucks with you like that.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
I can feel that.
So
I feel that.
That's one thing about Gardini, but I think Gardini really tell it like it is, because at the end of the day, Gardini's not really friends with these bitches. At the end of the day, like, we're getting to know each other. It is what it is. This is a show, whatever gets made. Let's be honest. But Gardini really be hitting on some key points.
He do
when he talks his shit. You be like,
yeah.
You ever heard a bitch be like,
And plus,
you
he's
bad.
funny.
You ever heard a bitch just be so shady, but just so
Plus, he's actually funny. He's actually funny.
Girl, you a bitch. Let me stop playing with you. Let me stop playing with you, because it's all in fun. But I think at the end of the day, with Gardini, he always Gardini hits on point of factors when he's talking his shit. You can say, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you know me and you already had the situation about Cameron, his fashion line, and about his message. I'm so sorry. Like, I had that opinion. So Gardini hits strong on his opinions and especially his facts when he's talking shit. Q just a shady bitch just to be shady. Very different. Alright, so let's get into the next episode. Are we just gonna wrap this up and just go? We can hit the other episode with this.
No, let's keep going. Let's finish this up. So we said
oh bitch, I still want to get to that episode.
Girl, okay. But I feel like Q really has to work on. I don't know. He has to really work on
himself. Honey.
Yeah,
he's not really.
He's not really a good.
I don't think he's secure with himself. I think he's struggling with so much.
I could see that, and I feel like it's weird because he's not. He's like trying to present himself as this like very. I'm here for everybody. I'm a friend. Like that. He's trying to present himself as that. And it's kind of weird. Like, it's like... It's like he really got to work on...
My friend.
Yeah, he isn't. And that's the problem with him. So, that's that. Gardena I enjoy. Q I don't really enjoy. I'm really proud for Devon that he's like really working on this like... He's really working on his brand. Mm-hmm. I know you hate the word. I hate the word too. But he's really working on this cooking thing. Like he's really trying to bring that up, and I like that he's doing that. Akeem, I don't know what's going on with him. I really need him to catch up.
I can give him, he's trying to do something. I feel like Montel in the beginning, he was on a point. I think at the end Montel felt like him and Gardini was more closer. That's all I felt.
I can see that.
Montel was more closer to Gardini.
He was.
Then at the end of the day, and it's just that the chains of events had, shifted or whatever case may be. So,
because I think they were actually closer. You could tell that they were closer. But for this type of show, let's say that.
Because when he was saying he was giving Homeboy a second chance, I'm like, at the end of the day, like, me, I would say for me personally, how I felt versus saying that someone felt some way just as well I did. And that's, like I said, for what Gardini said, that Montel agreed with him with the situation, like, he felt like I was right. Like something wasn't right when you did what you did.
Yeah.
Or whatever case may be. I understand people can take that, this person talking about me behind my back or whatever case may be. First of all, there was a whole group discussion. It was a big thing when it happened. So you already know that this was going to be discussed with or without your ass at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's the point with Jaylon. I feel like he does things and he says some things and he's trying to wiggle himself out of it.
And I feel like also, I feel like he really wants a friend in the group. Like, he really wants a person to be cool with in the group.
He don't know how to be a friend.
That's the problem.
Jaylon is very, very shit. I think at the end of the day, he has to get home. Because even Lyric brought that up. He said, I think Jaylon has a good heart. I really
could give him that.
But at the same time, he does things in a very shady way. I think he's not very great with his words and a lot of stuff. Because at first I didn't like him. But I seen some point that, he really is trying to help people and stuff like that. But you can't sit around here trying to say you helping people and you saying some shit like that. At the end of the day, like, that's not cute. That's not cool. And
it's really not.
And it makes a person feel like,
you're not
you're doing this because...
And that's why I understood what Gardena was saying. Where he was like,
you say you want to put these bitches to work. It's just so many things. And so hopefully we can hit this on the nose with the reunion that I wouldn't have to say spoiler alert. I guess you guys will already see it. That T.S. Madison is going to be doing. Hopefully this hits on the point of him saying that, look, you gotta watch what you say, because some of your shit that you saying can be very offensive and people can have an issue with it. So, and I don't like when people say shit and then when they be looking like a deer in headlights, like, oh, what happened? Why are you mad about that? At least try to take accountable of saying, okay, well, look, my intent was not to hurt you or not to offend you. Because a lot of times when people be going from a point of hearing how a person felt about what they said, they're like, I don't get it. Like, my point said, look, I apologize. What did I do to make you feel that way? At least try to get to the bottom of it. You can grow as a person when you say certain things or whatever the case may be.
And that's really, it's like, kind of like, that's really...
But people don't think about that. I think every day of how I encounter people, at the end day of how was I my best person? Did I handle things a certain way that I should have handled it? You know what I'm saying? I think about that all the time. So you have to be like that in the world. And we all did that in the world. This world will be a better place. But a lot of people don't do that. People just do shit, and then when people respond to or react to it, they're like, oh, I'm like the girl I told you about at McDonald's when I confronted her about her being so rude. And then she was like, I'm confused. And I'm like, bitch, confused about what? But bitch, did I told you that story about the McDonald's situation?
No, you didn't.
I told you, I pulled up, me and my boyfriend pulled up, whatever the case may be. When I was waiting at the window to hand the young lady my money, the girl ran into the window. Like, I thought she just was pushed into it. And then because I didn't even see her even come, I just heard a bam. And I leaned over and I was like, oh, what happened? So I was like, damn. I was like, ma'am, are you okay? Like, you hit the window. And then she's like, told me her total with a little attitude. And I was like, okay. So I gave her my money or whatever case may be. Well, which was my card. Mine, the same thing. So she swiped my card or whatever case may be. She gave it back to me all not like rude. I felt like, here. I was like, I'm looking at my boyfriend. And remind you, I was having a whole bad day. Like, a lot of shit happened that day. So I was really pissed off. But I was like, that's still for me to still be calm. But I'm like, what's going on with this young lady? I'm like, is it just me? Because maybe it's because you really try to think, especially when a lot of things happen to you that day, you be like, maybe I'm just over frustrated. But I'm like,
sometimes you do feel that way.
Yeah, but it's like,
why is
I know
did I do something?
Like, what is going on? Like, I know
I
know I'm pleasant. So I'm looking at my boyfriend. I was like, I don't even know how she gave you your money back. But she said, I feel like she has an attitude. So I leaned over and I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm looking at her and then she over and she said, everything. I said, no. I said, is everything okay with you? I said, I feel like you have an attitude. Like, and she's like, what? I was like, honey, I said, you came, you hit the door. I explained the whole situation. And I'm like, you gave my receipt and my card back all nonchalant, like I done something to you. Are you okay? And then she was like, I'm confused. I was like, you know what, bitch? Okay. I really told her, I said, I had leaned up my hand because this my baby. I got to use my hands when I have to work. I said, honey, don't even worry about it. So I'm still in line. So I guess we had 3 cars in front of us. Normally it only fits 2. But apparently the 2 cars that was, the one that was by the window that when I pulled up to get my money was small, and the other one was behind it. Then we had a regular normal size car that was in front of us, which equals 3 cars. But only 2 cars supposed to fit for a standard car. So the other car drove up. So the other small car pulled up in front to the getting their food, and the other car pulled up right behind. So I was like, I'm not moving. Even though it had a little crack between us, like a little good crack, but in the end, the other car behind us couldn't even give their money because at the end of the day, it was like, it was no point that when they able to give their money, we would have still been stuck in line. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm not moving because she got an attitude, and I'm like, her, no, girl, I want to look at you. Why you with all this attitude? So of course the girls being all nonchalant. I mean, attitude, meaning that she was just kind of giving a signal, like looking out the window, trying to see if the car moved up. Like, you can move up, and you don't have to be by this window looking at me. And I'm looking like, I'm not moving. So she opens the window and was like, yeah, I need you to move up. I say, what's the point of moving up when I have 2 cars in front of me? And besides the point, you can't even get the guy's money behind me. So why would I need to move up? She was like, I said, I'm not moving.
So next minute, I know she still had the window open. Next minute, the manager came back that was like, why they not moving up? And I was like, you know what? I don't know what problem y'all got going up on here, but y'all, none of y'all want to be seeing me up in here. Because it's not even that serious. Because I already got attitude from you. And if you think I'm going to take it from another bitch, I'm not. And the only reason I'm letting her slide, because she was a young lady. And she was young. Like probably 18, 19. That's why I was like, the host, she don't know better.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned if y'all both think y'all gonna be handling me that kind of way. So, and then I basically was just like fed up. I was like, is y'all okay up in there? Because maybe I need to reorganize y'all or whatever. Because y'all doing too much for no reason. And she was like, you know, so the manager called the girl that I had attitude in the front. Now, remind they had two girls in the back. One was taking orders and the one that was getting smoked with me. And the girl was like, she said, I'm not surprised you said something to that girl because she said she been acting up all day. And she said, I'm not even surprised that you had said something to her. And I said, thank you, honey. Because that was a confirmation. Let me know. Bitch, you ain't going crazy. You okay? This bitch was wrong.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. That's why you got to watch how you handle people, how you talk to people, and how you treat people. Because at the end of the day, I was having a bad day that day. Very bad day that day.
Yeah.
But I still kept my great attitude on. I was still respectful. And when I have bad days, when I'm at work, I don't try to take my anger on people. I really try to humble myself, even when I'm at work. You know, I work 2 jobs, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have to do customer service a lot. So when I do, a lot of times when I'm there, I speak to the people and I talk to them. I get their order and all that. Sometimes I don't be there as you know, oh, hi. I'm like, yeah, hi, you know, how you doing or whatever. Kiss me. And I'll be in my bone. But I don't take it out like, oh, yeah. No, I don't do that. I try to be respectful at all times because everybody's going through something. Everybody is going through something.
True.
So I want to end it on that note, you guys. I know, you know, it may not feel like it's, but I had to get that off my chest so y'all guys can know. And if y'all see that bitch at McDonald's, let them know what's up. All right, you guys, we're going to get into the second episode. I'm so ready, and I'm tipsy, and I'm about to have another shot.
Oh, yeah, we got 2 more final episodes.
We got 2 more. Well, we got 1 because the other one is not out yet. So this will be
yeah.
But we still got the bloopers and the filters. That was good, too.
Well, we don't have to do the bloopers. We could just, we don't have to review them. No, I'm saying we don't have to review them. We just watch them at our leisure.
Oh, girl, bye.
And we do have to watch the bonus episode.
I think we need to watch it because it resonates. I have seen this, so it resonates with it.
Okay, we'll do that then. We will do that.
Okay, you guys, we'll be right back, and we're going to be back with the 7th episode and the bloopers. Come on, let's get it.
Yes.
All right, you guys.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. No. There we go. All right, you guys. We don't want to hold up too much of your time.
Yes, we said we was going to do episode 7 on this one, but we're going to switch it and we're going to push it back.
Yeah. We want to make sure, because we got to wait for the finale. Yeah.
I think we're going to push it back to the season finale so we can do 2 by 2. But we are going to do the conversation that happened actually on season 6.
Do you want to finish up the bonus feature for episode 6?
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Thank you for interrupting me. That's what I'm forgetting to, girl. Get your wig.
See, don't let me have to check you. Let me check you one good time, like Montrell checked. Like Montel checked J-Line, because I'm this close.
Girl, please.
This close.
Let me tell you something.
I still felt like it was unnecessary for that fashion show. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's good. I'm listening to you, honey.
It did feel kind of like Attack Gardini, and it felt like some of y'all don't want to take accountability for your actions
at all.
And yeah, Gardini did instigate it, but there was a chance that you could have stopped it. You know, like you could have been like, "Wait a minute, why am I fighting you?" You know, like sometimes. Oh, my chest.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
It's that phone. It's that phone. It's that phone, bitch, and that wig. Okay. Why don't you sit up? What the hell's wrong with you? Sit your ass up. We can't die between the podcasts. We gotta be able to replace you. You okay for real?
You know what? I'm gonna hug.
That's that shady shit you was talking about your phone. That's all that is.
No, it's just like for some reason.
Let's
Sometimes
put
my
that
chest
phone.
be feeling
He
weird.
need that iPhone support. No.
No, but yeah, it's like really just. I'm
No one
sorry.
on. I don't think no one really on this show owns up to their shit.
Yeah.
Like, but they say, look, I said it, and I'm like, I think that's the point that I really hate with people. Because me, I'm very honest. Like, if I said something, I'm gonna say it. I said it. I am not taking it back.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't, because it's like at that moment I said it, and when I said it, I meant it. Now I understand that we can say certain things and we find out the truth and say, well, maybe, like, cause at the time I said it because that's what I believed at that moment. But now I see that that wasn't the case. But I'm not gonna apologize for me not knowing. I'm sorry, I didn't know at that moment, but now I know. And I feel like no one does that, and it's just like these bitches, like I said, they're so shady. And when they're in the hot seat, or when something, it's like they're all revolving. I mean, not trying to touch the pie. It's like a hot potato, and it's just pretty much so making sure the hot potato stays in Gardini hands. Because Gardini throwing that, okay, catch it, because you was there too, or whatever. Then no, here you go. They're throwing it back. So it's all a revolver game, and no one's here saying, okay, hold on, stop right there. We want to know where it started and where it went.
Yeah.
So we can get to the point. Because I can delegate the whole situation and say, okay, even if I'm in there, in the room, like, where it started from? It had to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
Get the tea. Because in the end, everybody holds a hand into it. Whoever name's being brought up into the situation, that's who's a part of it. So one, you got Devon, Jaylon, Martell. Was Q in it? He was in it some kind of way. He was in it. He found himself in it. Q and Gardini and the ex-boy and the boy. I'm not the ex-boyfriend. I don't know if he is. Maybe not. I mean, the boyfriend.
By the way, they're cute together. They're actually both really cute together.
They really, really are. But I feel like by Devon being in Q phase or whatever the case may be, is kind of shysty or whatever case may be, because maybe Devon like Q or something like that. I don't know. To me, if I'm with somebody, I'm gonna have my boyfriend's back. After if I'm friends with you, I'm gonna have your back. And I feel like somebody done something, or say did something shady to you, I'm really not gonna fuck with that person. I don't give a fuck how nice they are, because then you fuck with somebody I love and care about, and I feel like that's when you show your loyalty. I don't give a damn, bitch. You my coat, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You are not. You on the list that I can't fuck with. At the end of the day, and that's when you show your loyalties. I'm so sorry, I can't keep it cordial with people. I can keep it nice and cute, but that means I gotta fuck with you and be in your face. We have nothing to talk about, because last time I checked, Gardini flip flop, because when the situation happened with the Stacey Adams shoes, when he was shading him at the party for Martell, because he ain't spoke to him there. Now he gonna have a whole sit down dinner after he called your man shoes Stacey Adams when you say it wasn't Stacey Adams. So why are you talking to a bitch that's sitting up here saying that the shoes that you bought was Stacey Adams?
When did that happen?
He said that.
Oh, I don't remember that because I was booked and busy by then.
We'll get to that. So it's just like all these hoes keep on saying that they're loyal, they're real ass bitch, but y'all always similar to do fake shit.
True.
And fake things and people don't show loyalties at the end of the day.
I did not realize these was two different oranges. They're cute though. But yeah, go ahead.
But
hey then.
I just feel like it's just really, really, really just so shysty. Like I said, it's all hot potato, and they're making sure Gardini keeps the hot potato. Because no one's not throwing it all around everybody. It's just pretty much so Gardini's saying, and they're throwing that hot potato right back in his hand, because they want the attention to stick on to him at the end of the day. And I feel like at the end of the day, to get anything resolved, we can't constantly keep on throwing one person. It's like everybody got a part in it. Whoever named it, we got to say, what was your part and what did you do? Where did your storyline came into? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just don't like that. at the end of the day. I hate when people resolve things and then they try to make somebody else the problem when they can't sit around and say, okay, this was my fault. This is my fault. I don't want to go after that person. If we sit around and resolve some issues, we work that out. Now, if I feel like somebody had kept issues going between me and you, of course I'm going to confront them, but I'm still not going to take off the point that me and you, at the end of the day, Montel and Jaylon didn't even need to fight at this whole scenario in this situation.
I really did not.
So it's like whole accountability for yourself. And when the situation been brought up, when to confront, to say, okay, Montel and Q, since y'all want to be, Q want to be peacemaker, and Montel want to get over the situation. What was said and what was happening before Devon walked up at the charity event, and nobody wanted to say, well, he did switch the conversation. But this bitch want to turn around and say, I'm booked and all that. I'm not even worrying about that.
I don't want nobody. You know, people need to stop putting my name in their mouth.
But the bitch had a whole 5 or 7 minutes conversation about what had happened and all that, but you sit up here when it's time for you to say what the fuck had happened, but you don't want to cause friction between you and Jaylon because y'all worked everything out, because you know how the situation would have went. You know damn well Jaylon switched that motherfucking conversation. And that's just all that is. And you feel like me not revealing that's going to keep Devon and Jaylon cool. Devon is going to figure out what had happened anyway. So you might as well tell him. And even just by
honestly,
being honest,
I feel like
well, you
also,
the conversation.
Let's be honest, it keeps the drama going.
That's just, but I'm gonna tell, if even when the point they had the apologies, I'm gonna say whatever the case may be, what was the issue? And if homeboy said, well, which conversation you agree with, I'm gonna say I do agree with him because you did it. I don't care what you say. Now I feel like what I do, I will want for us to be able to be nice to each other when we come in a room where we don't have to fight. But you did it. You said it. That's not going to change my opinion. It was what it was. You did it. Don't care how you take it or how you feel about it. I'm not going to take that back. But people want to play fake and like I said, try to throw people on the bus. And I feel like Montel threw Gardini under the bus. There's no way that you need to throw a person on the bus when it's about being honest. Like I don't like that person, but I'm always be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of situations where I came into at work or dealing with people. I was like, I don't like that person, but you're not going to do that.
Exactly.
You're not going to say that. You're not going to handle it that way. If I have the power to stop what you're doing, you're not going to do that. And a lot of people in this world don't do that. They don't sit up and say, no, you're not going to do that. I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to speak the truth. People are not like that. People are just very shakes and willing to take down and making sure they're not in the house. No one like to take a stand no more. No one like to have nobody back. No one like to take a stand.
Because they don't want to be a part of the drama. They want to be in the drama, but they don't want to be in the drama. You know what I mean? Like, they want to be in the fun part. But once it comes down to, so what did I tell you? Exactly. They don't want to be a part of that because... When the situation happened with me in work, when the girl was sitting around here telling, going back and forth, and I had told her when I found out what she had done, because I was cool with somebody who was working there. We wasn't friends, but we were cool. And the situation was brought up, and I found out about it, and I said, you should tell him. And when the situation already happened, and she didn't want to say that, I said, well, and I say, when it was about to be covered up, I said, don't say nothing, act as if it didn't happen. Because this person that you told, whatever case, they can't say nothing about it. So just let it go. Let it ride, let it be over with. Don't say nothing about it. So the situation, she still ran her mouth. And then brought up the mention that I knew about it. Now I'm like, wait a minute now, bitch, I didn't want to be into it. But I was like, I did knew somebody. I said that, and then you should have been told him, not before it was about to be exposed. Because when she did told him, it was already about to be exposed anyway. Yeah. Really, it was about to. So let me retract that point of her not saying nothing. Whatever case, he was about to be exposed. And it was like you was forced to show what you knew. Or reveal what you knew. Yeah. Because it was about to come out anyway. But you should have shut the fuck up and said nothing like I told her in the first place. So I'm in a situation where the person like, well, you know me, you supposed to be cool. Why you didn't tell me? I'm like, at the end of the day, I was like, you're supposed to be involved with it. But at the end of the day, me and you're not friends. We're just cool. It's a whole difference. And anything, I want to diffuse the situation behind the because I was like, I don't have nothing to do. I'm like, I don't want loyalty to none of y'all. I just heard what was going on. I told them, look, handle it this way. Don't say nothing or
if you're going to do something, do it right now. I don't like when people try to reveal things to me or say something to me that it was about to be revealed anyway. That you're just telling me because you want, like, I told you first. No, I think you should already told me.
I don't like when people do that.
Because it's like, it's you look at a person like, oh, bitch, you only told me because somebody was else going to tell me. Like, it was already going to come out. You should have told me on your own.
Yeah. And then sometimes they don't really know all the information, so they add on. They judge it up a little bit. They, like, enhance it a little bit. So it could be just, like, regular. And they make it this big extravagant
but
thing.
My point was with her is, why you had to tell him I knew?
Because
so she threw me down. But I'm like, I didn't need to be nowhere in a part of this situation. And I was looking at her like, bitch. But did I deny that I knew? I never denied that I knew. Hold on. This one point. No, I never denied I knew. I said exactly what I said. I said, and I told her to tell you in the beginning. I said, when the shit was not about to hit the fan, before it went far where it did, I told her, pretend that it never happened. Say nothing. Yeah, let it go. Listen. But she kept the shit going, and I said, that's when it happened. At the end of the day. Now, before the shit hit the fan, before I can even when I was cool with the boy, before the shit hit the fan, before I even was able to tell the boy, hey, this was about to go viral or whatever case. I mean, I'll explain this story later. I'll just bring it up on another podcast about the situation.
We will. It'll all make sense to you guys.
Oh, this all makes sense, but I'll bring it up.
No, I'm saying the story, what happened, you know? Yeah.
That before the shit had hit the fan, I didn't even know that they already hit the fan until when she was telling the boy. Because I was like, because it all happened so quick, and I was like, and I was telling the boy, but I can understand. And he was like, well, you been knew about the situation, but I was like, the situation ain't need to be brought up anymore. But it was like, oh, before the shit hit the fan, I'm finding out with you. Because I'm like, if I knew that it was going to go this far, I would already told you that this was already coming. But again, this was never even nothing for me to tell in the first place. But still, no, I will let you know. I'm finding immediately this night with you.
Exactly.
So I can get where things can be misconstrued in this scenario, in this situation. So I've been on the back end of knowing information and just know how it feels. But again, you gotta understand when it's the point of you knowing somebody and you cool with somebody versus friends with somebody. Mm-hmm. If I was friends with somebody, this would have went a whole nother different scenario in the whole situation.
And that's what I feel like. That's where Gardini kind of is with Montel, where he's not like.
Because if you notice, Montel, he felt like Montel was more closer than any a little bit than versus the other group. So like I said, I get that point where he had a little bit more of a trust situation.
Yeah.
Again. Gardini didn't know how it is and how dangerous it is to say that someone agrees with me.
Yeah.
Because that can take a whole scenario. A lot of people can take a lot of things from that. Like I said on the previous part. That people like, oh, you're talking about him back. Honey, like I said, the person was venting about a whole situation. Mm-hmm. Nobody was trash talking you. He was saying very honestly and respectfully, like, you said something, you drew me under the bus.
Yeah.
I cannot deny that. Because motherfucker, I fucking agree. At the end of the day,
let me go ahead and switch this over to Montel because
the book situation.
Not only that, but like what you said, you spent this whole like almost 10 minutes, 15 minutes of you just being like, I don't like when people be doing this and doing that and just this and that and this and that. It's like you was going into detail about the situation, but when you need to defend your friend and be like, what did I say?
It ain't about defending your friend. It's about what had happened.
Yeah.
So that's the point. It ain't about defending the person. It's a person saying what was said and what had happened. And when you was in that hot seat, mm-hmm. the stage was brought to you because you like everything to be about you. When it was your party, it's about me. Mm. All about me. When it was about you, you was like, I'm booked. But bitch, you wasn't booked when you was talking about this shit.
Why are we talking about this? I'm just so tired of talking about this.
He wasn't booked when he was fighting.
I'm just really tired of talking about this. I just want to.
And he's from up north. I guess the north bitches act like that. Because he's representing the north very bad.
I'm going to be honest with you.
So that just turned my whole stomach about him. So I was like, okay,
Mm.
clearly you a fake bitch.
Yeah. Essentially, yes.
Because nobody like to say it. I'll be like, you know, it hurts
You can
when
be
things
booked
get
and busy
sticky,
and
but
still-
you gotta be
You can
honest.
be booked and busy and still dispel rumors. You know.
You gotta get people together.
Yeah.
Sometimes things.
Now, when you're actually booked and busy, like Rihanna, booked and busy,
Right?
people are gonna have rumors. People gonna have rumors about
That's
you.
what Rihanna got security for. Security, come get this bitch.
People
over
gonna be
here.
like,
I'm not about to fight this
Rihanna,
bitch.
Rihanna, how do you feel about Chris Brown? How am I supposed to feel about him? Because you know, it's.
You heard about this?
Can I just say?
line I got going on?
Can I just say that? Why are we still asking celebrities about their past? People that they used to date.
Because we all got a past. Now, had everybody a business been so public as she has, I don't want to hear about that.
No. Honestly, I don't. I honestly am over it. Like that happened. What 2000? What? When
And
did that
we
whole
still talking
her
about
and
that?
boy? Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Chris, I wanna hear about that. You think I want to hear about my exes? I don't want to hear about them when I want to talk some shit about them. And then I'll be in the conversation. And you are not to bring it up until I bring it up. What's wrong with you? And Rihanna never brings up this boy. She never brings up when she brought up Chris Brown. When she brought up Chris Brown.
When they was doing that song together. That's it.
That was it. But other than that, when the last time they did a song together, that was off the Unapologetic album.
It
And
was the
that?
Birthday Cake album.
No.
The Birthday Cake
That
song.
was Talk That Talk. She did a song, Ain't Nobody Business. That was on Unapologetic.
Okay.
Rihanna Navy. Rihanna Navy, yeah. And they did a song on his, I think that came out around the same time with,
I didn't listen
Don't Stop
to
the
his.
Music. No, it was a single. Don't Stop the Music.
No, that wasn't with him.
That was with him.
He was in it?
They did a remix of it.
Ow.
So that was brought out as a single, but they just ain't had a video.
I
for
ignored that, so.
it. Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm just booked and busy.
Rihanna Navy. Bitch, I'm about to use that, bitch. Just, girl, I'm booking busy. What you doing, bitch? Security.
No, just be like, I'm about to drink this water because you know what? I'm booked and busy. What you finna do after that? Lay on my behind?
That's booked. My bed is booked.
Uh-huh.
Shit. It's just,
It's on my calendar. My calendar
goodness.
says, lay on your
If
behind.
anybody in there, the realist to say, if y'all say boss one more time, if y'all say brand one more time, if you say you ain't got time for the drama one more time, because a person that ain't into drama.
Why is it Montel and Q both said that and they stay in drama?
They always.
And not only that.
Jay Long said that too.
Not just even their drama. They be in everybody's drama. Especially Q. At least Montreal will kind of like scatter. But Q's like, and what was happening with this thing? What was happening with him with the
Stacey
Stacey
people
Adams?
jump in the bandwagon. That brings me back to the point of Eric ass. Because I got an issue too. When he jumped into that J Long situation with Homeboy.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I ain't got nothing to do with it, I'm going to say, look. Because I got to take my emotion part out of it. Because I don't have to have emotion. Because I don't know these bitches like that. My point is to get everybody to understand each other. Because clearly everybody is upset and mad at each other. And I don't like a person gaining up on one person. I'm like, okay, what's the 411? What's the issue? It's so much to deal with these girls. At least try to get the pinpoint of where the issue is and where it lies, and see how we can work it out.
It's not going to happen, but you know, at least try.
Yeah, I guess at least have somebody that's going to mediate and really try to help and want to listen and not not an interview Q. If he was ever listening, he would not like me.
No, not at all.
Oh fuck him! I wouldn't give a damn. Shit, he need to learn how to, if he was on the show, to be very respectful and a realist. I guess you guys.
Oh God! You know what, you guys? This marathon watching
has laid us out. We're some tired hoes. Okay, that's what I said.
We both are. Yes.
Okay, girls. So you got. I want to say girls. Oh yeah, you know what's cute? Don't like that. What's up with this girl word? You girl.
Yeah, well, he was like, don't call me sis. I am Q. Okay, I'll call you Q.
Oh, it was sus. My bad. Sus. Girl, sis,
like,
all the same thing.
And I'm like, but didn't you call somebody sis? Didn't you call somebody girl?
Mm-hmm. That's
and
like a woman saying, don't call me a bitch, but she calling other people bitches. Well, bitch.
Well,
never mind.
Anyways.
Alright, you guys, we're signing off here, and we're going to be on back with episode 7
and the
finale. 8. The finale, which will be the 8, and then we'll
and Tia Madison's in the finale, you guys.
And we're so excited, and we're so proud of her.
Yes, look at her.
You know,
making moves.
You know,
making money moves.
Since we had a hater talking about the gays and shit, so it's good to have people on the show that really support us, like New York.
And she's
really
actually
does support. I know,
and she's actually doing really good with that song too. People actually want to buy it on iTunes. They put it on iTunes. It sucks that it's on iTunes.
Oh, is it live or
her song, the Queen Supreme Court? Where she's like, like you know how you know that sound effect that you do.
No.
That she does something like that.
That whole stole from me. I need to get my rights from that whole.
It's cute. It's a cute song. I'll play it for you. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go, you guys. It's nap time. It's like what?
Yes, and I gotta be back to work. You guys don't tell people.
Don't do that.
That's not my business.
Don't be like Q.
Oh Lord. Q said, "What, you bitch."
Why Q really got into that moment when Gardini was telling Q what somebody said that Q said, and he was like, "Q said what? People said that I said what?" He
loves to talk to himself in like a second person. That's one thing he likes to. I'm gonna say Q. I'm gonna go to his left side and his right side. I'm like, I know you like to talk to yourself in the second person as a third person. But by that being said, honey, bitch, I'm willing to talk to all of you. The triple Q. Q to the second power.
Are you sure he'll listen to you if you wearing Stacey Adams? Don't wear Stacey Adams around him.
Q to the second power.
He's a professional Stacey Adams spotter, huh?
I know.
All right, you guys. I'm Lord.
And this is Tied Who.
We're just some tied heifers.
We are, and we really enjoy this show, you
We're
guys.
Literally tired.
But I think, we trying to go over this because this happens nowadays all the time, especially in the gay community and not on any communities. I always try to tell people, get to the root, try to find out what you're angry about, what's the issue, what you really have a problem with, where it started at.
And once you get all those things together,
you can understand and still hate each other. But at least you know why I'm angry and where it went left. Because a lot of times people be in scenarios and they don't even know why they're upset with a person. Yeah. You ever done that when you were young? Especially when you don't even know why you don't fuck with a person no more, or you don't, and you're just like, I don't know, and you don't want to do that because it brings into a lot of scenarios with the Whoopi Goldberg and. Even the Jada Pinkett Smith with Gabrielle Union. Like you don't even know what. So sometimes it's good to ask questions.
By the way, I really love that show. I haven't really watched it, but so far from what I've seen, like snippets and stuff, I really love how genuine and open the talks are. I'm really proud of Jada for doing this. And where she was like, you know what, let me talk to Gabrielle Union because, I don't actually hate her. And I thought we were friends and she thinks we're friends. And it's just like, we need to talk about this. And I really am proud of Gabrielle Union for talking about the fact that, how people associate her as the mean girl back then. It's just like, I was the mean girl in real life. And so she's like, it really took a lot of time for me to get to a place where I'm not that girl who enjoys tearing down other black women or who ruins lives and stuff like that. So it's like, I really am proud of her for being like that.
It's really hard to admit when you was a monster or when you was so wrong because they really just like you don't want to face that sometimes. And I think we all had went to that point where we done something that was rude and mean and we just didn't like that. And sometimes you don't want to try to face it, but it's hard sometimes. But you got to deal with that. That's the only way you can be able to make yourself better as a person. I think that it's kind of like a lot of self-reflective moment you need to do with yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, you guys. We can be here all day. Let's sign out.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
Well, this is the TL Show. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
It's the Queen Supreme. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, now, bitch. We don't want to pay for royalties. Oh, come get us.